The stalling, but hey, it worked this time.
Trans is clever like that.
Here we haven't missed much. Nogueira pulled guard, and Leandro's working to pass. Nogueira's on his side with an underhook in this half guard. Not a bad position. Depends on where his right arm is, too, how good the position can be. Could be controlling the pant leg.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking,
it
too.
Might be on the far leg.
Potentially switching to the deep half guard.
Yeah,
I think that might be a strategic mistake against Leandro. He's so wily with his base. He's hard to sweep from the deep half. And action resumes. Here we get a good view of that pant grip that we speculated about. Gives him a potential to turn and complete a double leg, modified double leg. Gives him another option. He could just turn the other way and go into the deep half guard.
Yep. Leandro's right knee is opened up well, so it's on the top hip of Nogueira, which will help him defend against a double leg or something like this. But Nogueira's got quite a bit of size difference, so.
There's a penalty for both guys. Not too often that you see penalties for passivity in Leandro Lo matches, but he's kind of stuck. If he moves too much, he's going to get swept.
Yeah.
If Leo lets go, he's really trying to assert himself coming on top. He tried his best, and then he changed options going into the deep half guard, kind of that along the lines of that discussion that we were having on his options. He's controlling Leandro's grip. That's quite good. Let's see if my assumption was correct that Leandro has good base from the deep half guard and be able to maybe recover into a knee slice. Leo's still in good position. Leandro's trying to walk his leg backwards. Indeed is able to recover back into a much better position than when we started. No underhook to deal with, and now he's driving his knee forward. Leo Nogueira looking to go underneath the ankle with his right hand. Leandro's getting a good crossface going with his left arm. Tips Leandro a little bit to the left, uses the disbalance to set up, again, the deep half guard. Leandro tries to yank out his leg. Only a little bit of his leg is caught, but it's enough for Leo to stabilize this great position. So he has the grips that he wants. Momentarily lets go of it, interestingly enough, and Leandro sprawls back and earns an advantage for getting in tight to that half guard position. Just momentarily as he pops up. Here Leo could get a takedown.
Nicely
Leandro uses
countered.
Yes.
Leandro's been doing nice counters to the single legs all day, so.
Though he doesn't have the best stand-up in the world, he is very, very difficult to finish something on. I think that comes from his guard passing styles. A lot of guys are trying to come up on single legs from knee slices, and you got to have great single leg defense and defense to the positions like these if you choose to do that.
Yep. Let's see if Nogueira can bring him forward, close guard.
I think the knee is in, is it not? It's difficult.
The
knee is in.
Yeah.
Leandro's so excellent. Here's a little straight arm lock attempt, but it's not close. Leandro's very good at popping that knee up in the middle.
Yes,
Needs to be careful of a sweep to his left-hand side.
You're gonna keep that pose.
We got to keep the palm underneath. We call that in jiu-jitsu the tiger palm.
Let's see if Leandro chooses to drive the knee to the right or the left. He's going to stay up on his feet.
Leo comes up and trying to set up that deep half guard again, it looks like.
Yep.
Leandro's bearing his head down low and trying to counter Leandro wanting to roll to his left by cutting the knee to the right.
Good position. He's got the far underhook. Head on the mat. Leo does a good job to dig his head back underneath.
Sophia Marie Flores, please come to mat number 10 with your coordinator.
So the important moment of the match scoring-wise has been the advantage that Leandro earned by establishing that classic half guard position, pinning his hip or his shoulders to the mat. And as the time draws closer and closer to the end, it's going to create a sense of panic in Leo Nogueira that he has to get a sweep at very minimum.
Yeah. Feeds the lapel, tries to feed the lapel.
He's had these grips before, and curiously enough, he just kind of let go of the leg on the shoulder.
Try to strip that grip off. See if Nogueira comes one way and then back this way. Oh.
Leandro steps out of it. Dumps him back as he shoots from the turtle position. Back into the deep half. I'd imagine Leandro's got to be one of the hardest people to complete a sweep like this on, because he has the ability to just base off the mat in every direction.
Yeah, when you see him base, he keeps his arms so wide, almost like a teeter-totter.
He's very
there he steps
long.
over to the
Nice.
mount, steps over to the mount, just briefly, and scrambles back to stand up. It seemed like he would indeed pull guard, because it's kind of an interesting situation where disengage back to the stand up. He might feel comfortable with his lead and comfortable from the guard.
Sure, and I probably, comfortable that he can get a sweep, you know. So
I think Leo's going to use a similar strategy than he did with Keenan, kind of keeping that very low profile.
Yep. Driving forward. Does a good job there.
Oh, the backwards roll, almost coming on top. Leo doing a good job of keeping base. He looks up at the clock, realizes, sweep by Leandro low.
That might be a very costly mistake.
Indeed, it will be.
Yeah.
Leandro's just going to back out of bounds. Reset back in the guard. It's going to increase the desperation level of Leo Nogueira. You might see some things that he'll try that you might not have tried otherwise before. And here we go, resuming action with Lowe looking to pass Nogueira's guard.
He's still up in the middle there.
Stretching out Leandro a little bit. Tries to shoot up maybe for an omoplata. Now working the daily Hivo. We definitely haven't seen this out of him before. He uses it to set up that deep half guard.
Yep, pull himself underneath, but so far there's been nothing doing right here for him so far. Leandro's countered everything he's done nicely.
It's a good setup, using the sit-up guard to set up the deep half guard if that's where you want to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that's where you like to be, yep. It's not hard to get there from seated guard. Oh, now we've got an off balance, and
Leandro's leg is trapped
Yeah,
a little bit.
He had an inside hook there. But
going into the 50-50.
Let that out.
He's really trying to sweep with the 50-50. Leonardo's just looking up at the clock, watching the seconds tick away.
Leo takes the foot to the other side. Try to get his legs out. He does nice. Now he may. Let's see here. He's got a good opportunity. Try to dive back on a footlock, I think. Maybe a dive back on a knee bar, but.
Leandro looks up at the clock as the final seconds tick away. Leandro low advances over Leo Nogueira, doing what Keenan Cornelius could not do in the previous match, overcoming the two-time world champion. Looks like Bernardo Faria.
Yeah,